If you'd like a reading, just hit subscribe and drop your question in the live chat. Hey Karina, how are you tonight? Do you have a question? I'm good, thank you. Just a chill night, hanging out. A general reading, yeah, for sure. Sounds good. So I see you putting to rest a situation, uh, putting it to death. I see someone here helping you do that, and just kind of out with the old, in with the new. And it's coming along with maybe some disagreements, um, two people trying to accomplish something, and there's just arguments about how that should be done. People may be being a little bit harsh with their words, but no intention to really harm the other person, just this sort of back and forth bickering and not being able to come on the same wavelength, not being able to come into agreement. But there's this passion about, and you're going for it's still a little new on that journey, and you're sort of just blowing your own smoke and just sort of doing your own thing and kind of ignoring maybe some challenges and just kind of going for that situation. Something you're very passionate about. I see family and friends around you to celebrate your journey, a good support system, and a solid foundation, a lot of stability in your situation. And so, whatever it is that you're trying to attain, you have a good support system around you, supporting your ideas and encouraging you. And though it's a really stable situation that you've created, it's still a bit early, like I'm seeing here on the journey. So, there's still some work ahead. So, even though you might feel like an appropriate time to celebrate, there's still some work that needs to be done. Maybe some of these disagreements uh, that I'm seeing here need to be worked out. Hey, Jasmine, still there, Karina? Still with us, Karina? Okay, still there. So yeah, it might seem a bit overwhelming, looking at the road ahead, but this support system that you've had and this solid foundation that you've created is going to help you get through these sort of overwhelming times. And like I said, the goal is very much attainable. You can see it. Uh, you can almost touch it. It's in your sight. So don't let yourself become too overwhelmed. And just know that you have people around you that love you and support your ideas. And you know, keep moving forward from this past situation. And sometimes we need that to grow. We need to just put the old to rest, out with the old and with the new, and move forward that way. So we can easily become overwhelmed, but just know that your goals are very much attainable. Sure, Jasmine. Yeah, you can post your question. And so I'm not sure if that resonates with you, Karina. As far as the general reading goes. You're welcome, Karina. Thanks for dropping by. Steady the path. Don't give up hope. And don't allow yourself to become too easily overwhelmed. Lots of people around you supporting your ideas. And just stay focused with that fiery passion and keep working towards your goals, Karina. Bless you. So, what's coming in the next 3 months in love? Let's have a look. Is the connection okay? Am I breaking up? Okay, that's good. Uh, Next 3 months, Jasmine. I'm seeing things coming into a conclusion. Very good. Things coming together nicely. Solid conclusion here. Everything coming together. A feeling of warmth, a feeling of family, and a loving feeling. And I see you advancing towards possibly this uh, seeking love. So right now you might seem a little bound. It might seem a little stuck, but you're gonna persevere through that, and you're gonna advance forward. And Yeah, a good place to be. I have the world card here. So very much everything's working in your favor. These 10 cups here showing a completion and a wholeness. So yeah, don't hold back on these advancements. I would say go for it. Everything's very much working in your favor, Jasmine. And definitely someone's going to come forward uh, with an offer. They might be a little kind of slow moving. So you might have to kind of take the initiative on things. They might have some things at home that they're still taking care of. Uh, some things sort of holding them back from kind of being the initiator. They have some concerns or some work that they're doing. They have focuses elsewhere. So they're not a fast mover per se, but they are presenting themselves available. And so I'm seeing here with the eight swords, it might be up to you to sort of make that advancement and kind of take the initiative. Everything's working in your favor quite nicely. Yeah, speaking about love, I see someone make coming forward. Hey, Sunny girl. Thanks, Sunny. Just doing a little reading for Jasmine right now. And so, yeah, there's definitely change coming, Jasmine. And yeah, I can see that here with the eight swords where you kind of feel like you want to give up. But I am seeing the 10 cups. So there's a completion, this feeling of wholeness and love is attainable. And with these eight swords, it's up to you. The eight swords is a great card. It means advancement. So it's up to you to sort of take that initiative and make the advance. And you have the world card here working very much in your favor. The world card is a good place to be. And there is the Nine of Pentacles coming forward with an offer. The thing is that they might not be much of a romancer. They might be sort of slow moving and have some distractions, maybe at home or at work, things that are holding them back. So it might be up to you to take the initiative. And definitely some changes coming your way. I see changes, and changes sometimes can be a little bit challenging. They're not always a easy street. Sometimes we got to step out of our comfort zone. And so that can be a little bit challenging. But change is good because you're looking to change your situation from the same old, and you're looking for something new, something fresh. And I feel like once you persevere through these changes and this sort of feeling that you have of being stuck, but realize that you're actually in a very nice moment of advancement. And so don't lose confidence, don't lose hope. And it is finishing here with the Knight of Pentacles. So maybe this Knight of, I mean, it's finishing with the Knight of Cups, but I also have the Knight of Pentacles here, which is typically a little bit slow moving. And like I was saying, maybe you'll have to take the initiative and maybe feel a little bit challenged with these changes that are going to be coming about. But you have this world card working in your favor, and you have the 10 cups in your favor. And so remain positive, and the positive attracts positive. And we have this romantic uh, person coming forward with the Knight of Cups, and they're very much willing to advance towards you and come forward with a proposition of love. And so it's definitely looking good. We just have to kind of get out of this feeling of stuckness here with the Eight Swords. And the Eight Swords is it's advancement. So though it might not feel like it, you're actually in a real opportune time. You have the World card here working for in your favor. And so just changes. Got to learn to adapt to changes and overcome it. Changes can be challenging, stepping out of our comfort zone. But you do have the Knight of Cups here showing up with a romantic offer. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, Jasmine. So that's what I have for you here in the coming months. You're welcome. Bless you. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you, Jasmine. So, sunny girl, I may ask why my boss has acted so mysteriously around me only. For the longest, like nervous. He helps me out a lot. Very nice man. It pauses and shocks our nerves if I talk to him. Okay. So let's see what shows up in the cards. Sunny. See what shows up. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Well, he's definitely showing up here with the Emperor card, so that's good. All right, so I have the Emperor card crossing with the Star card. Seriously mysterious. Yeah, I'm picking up some of that. So the Emperor crossing with the Star card. So the Emperor here definitely showing up as your boss, that sort of authority figure, and very knowledgeable. And crossing with the Star card. One thing that's important with the Star card is to remain focused and not to allow yourself to easily be distracted. Can be a bit of a Pandora's box, and once it opens up, things come out. And it might seem like they're all kind of pretty things at first, but upon second glance, there's little uh, creepy things mixed in. And creepy, by creepy, I just mean sort of negative. And so, but a beautiful manifestation, and there's just sort of beauty coming about. But it can easily become a distraction from the main goal. And so, your focus, your goals. And so I would say to remain focused on that and try not to get too distracted by the situation. Uh, And I do see this idea of new love with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is this new idea. Sometimes can be romantic, and I do see prayers being answered. And with the Seven Cups here, he's nutsy. So yeah, maybe he is sort of seeing it in a romantic way. I feel like maybe he's depressed. I'm not sure if he's single or not, but what I'm getting in the cards here is possibly he might have been single for a long time and he's sort of waiting for someone here. And there's these sort of dark moments, maybe suicidal thoughts, uh, likely stuff that he kind of keeps to himself. And yeah, and so with the Ace of Cups here, definitely maybe he has some sort of romantic feeling. Uh, and there is the Wheel of Fortune card here, which is a good card to have. Uh, Everything moving in your favor, and the wheel keeps turning. Thing with the wheel card is there'll be an opportunity coming up that could easily be missed, and then you just kind of have to wait for the cycle to come again. He's nice though. Hey, Chrissy. I'm just doing a reading here for Sunny right now, but you can post your question here once we wrap it up. As if he isn't okay mentally. Yeah, well, I'm kind of getting that he might struggle with depression and the sort of loneliness. I'm not sure if that resonates or not, but feel like he's waiting for maybe an opportunity. There's the Lover's card here also showing up, showing choices. And I have you here as the High Priestess. And so I know that you're very intuitive, and so you know follow that intuition and just kind of be mindful. And I know that I see here that you are working hard, and goals are getting attained. Uh, you're in a place of attaining your goals that you've been working hard at here, and you're sort of right on the pinnacle of completion almost with some of your goals. Trust in to an extent, but seems a bit off. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he would, come forward with the proposition, maybe ask you out for dinner or something like this. But there's definitely a romantic vibe to the whole thing. And but with the star card here, my advice with the star card is to not get too distracted by it. And I do feel like maybe he's waiting for an opportunity to sort of come forward. And but you're very intuitive. I'm not sure if he's single or married or uh, what's going on. But the high priestess sometimes can also show up as the other woman in a reading, per se. And so I don't know if he sees you as the other woman or if the high priestess here is just showing up as you, being very intuitive, and the high priestess carries secret knowledge, sometimes can be associated with secrets, and so. But yeah, I do have some romantic cards, the Ace of Cups, the Lover's card, and this sort of thing, and it's finishing with the Knight of Cups. So I feel like you might be waiting for an opportunity to sort of make an advancement towards you, but definitely picking up whether he's married or single. He's definitely having some dark moments, some lonely moments, and I feel like you sort of brighten his day in a lot of ways. I think he is fond of you. All right. So I hope that resonated, Sonny. Hope you enjoyed the reading. And awesome. I'm happy it resonates. Looks like my connection's tripping up a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. The internet here is a little slow at times, so that's why I haven't bothered with the video. And so, Chrissy Black, general love reading. Are you still here, Chrissy? Still here. Perfect. And Jay, we can go ahead and do one for you after Chrissy if you're still here. So, a general love reading for Chrissy. And I just started the YouTube here, but I plan on doing lives pretty often. So, if you guys want to go ahead and subscribe, that'd be cool too. General love reading. See, 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 Chrissy. Hey, Chrissy. Oh wow, Ace of Cups again. So I don't know, Chrissy, if you're single or not, but I see new love coming about here. Potentially someone coming forward. So yeah, there is a new love card here. This sort of innocence about it, and it's just this, that kind of butterfly, kind of new love feeling, and it's crossing with the Knight of Cups, which is another romantic sort of offering. Someone who's in tune with their emotions, coming forward, a new idea. So there's a new idea here of love. Hey, Jasmine. And the judgment card is showing up here for your crowning card. And so the judgment is it's asking the dead inside to rise up and come back to life, to get out of that grave and shake it off and move towards a fresh harvest and a new you, in a sense, spiritually, emotionally. Yeah, for sure, Jasmine. We can do one for you here in a bit. I got two people ahead. And so yeah, the judgment card here is like a wake up call. So it's implying that you shouldn't give up hope. That you should, it's saying the dead inside to come back to life, get out of that grave, shake it off and move forward here. I see maybe a change of location. I don't know. Um, Definitely advancement. I see you advancing on your journey here. I'd say, just follow your intuition on that. And if you're thinking about moving, or there might be a change of location here. And see here with the three wands that you're being creative in this situation here. You're creating something, and yeah. Hmm. So yeah, I don't know if there's a change of location for you, Chrissy, but we definitely have this romantic kind of start to the reading here with the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups. See maybe people in the past sort of giving you a hard time, uh, trying to get in your ear and sort of blame you for things, kind of some blame shifting. But I see you attaining your goals and being creative about it. Okay, you already moved in a new house. Okay, right. And so, do you work from home or do you have children? I see you here with some things at home that you're taking care of. Uh, it's kind of keeping you maybe from uh, going out, kind of being social. You kind of more of a homebody, maybe. But there's definitely these new ideas, these creative ideas, and it's all attainable. There's this fresh feeling of love. Someone looks like someone is going to come forward in advancement towards you. And so just a matter of having patience. I see you as a very mothering uh, kind of person, and definitely attainable, this love. And you have the world card here, which is very good. Everything very coming to a completion and working with you. And so, but I would say, remain focused on the things you're working on, and don't get too caught up in the whole trying to find someone or this sort of thing. Looks like someone's very much going to come forward towards you, and they might rearrange everything and sort of rock your world here. But looks like it could be a good thing. Okay, yeah, lots of moving then, hey? No kids. Yeah, well, it does look like someone is going to show up, make themselves available within the next 6 months or so. So we'll see about that. Keep me posted on that, Chrissy. Yeah, I guess it's hard to build relationships, when you're moving a lot. So, hey, Charlie. And all right, Jay, are you still here? J S T. And then we can go ahead with Jasmine. You're welcome, Chrissy. God bless you. And I hope you find that someone soon. All right, Jay, what was your question? Or just a general reading? After Jay, we can do yours, Jasmine. And I'm good, Charlie. If you're still here, how are you? Another guy at work, eh? Let's see what the cards have to say. Hmm. So things appear to be very stable for you at work. And there's these two cups showing up. And these two cups sometimes can imply, someone coming forward with an offer, but you might be distracted by sort of things that happened in the past. And so you don't want to get hurt again. Yeah, sure. We can get to you after Jasmine, Shaylee. Uh, please subscribe too if you don't mind. Just getting the channel started, so it's being bad. Sorry about the connection, guys. The internet's bad here. But yeah, so it can be a good thing. Things look very stable for you uh, at work and in general. And so there is this idea of maybe someone coming forward romantically towards you. And so might be hesitating a bit, like I said, because of past things, sort of focused on the past a little bit. You don't want to go through those sort of hurts again. And there is choices to be made here, definitely choices. I have two swords, I have two cups. There's decisions that have to be made. And so, you know, as far as your question goes, with the two cups showing up, I see potentially he does like you and he's thinking about coming forward, making himself available. And then you'll be left with a choice here. I see him showing up as the Knight of Pentacles, which isn't typically someone who's in a hurry. So they're very grounded. They can be sort of slow moving, maybe hesitant to take the initiative. And definitely changes here coming with the Five Wands. Changes maybe can be a little challenging at times. Maybe disagreements and this sort of, it's like with this idea of five people trying to accomplish the same thing, but they keep disagreeing about how to do that. Yeah, so showing up as the Knight of Pentacles is not someone, Knight of Pentacles isn't someone typically who's going to take initiative. They're sort of kind of slow moving, but it seems like the idea is there. There's the two cups. I would say he's definitely thinking about you. And yeah, he might be pretty confident maybe about himself here, it looks like. Uh, this could be you too. See you being maybe overcoming these challenges, maybe just some changes happening in your life. And I see you maybe being a little sharp with your tongue. Uh, you're very patient and understanding, but maybe sometimes you could intimidate people. Um, Definitely, this confidence I'm seeing here with the seven wands is probably more to do with you. Feel like you're a pretty confident person, and sometimes maybe you can be a little sharp with your tongue, like I say, and people might get intimidated by that. And so I think maybe he's a little bit intimidated by you. I'd say he's definitely thinking about you. And yeah, I hope that makes sense to you, Jay. But yeah, I feel because of your energy and it. So I wouldn't expect him to be very quick to make a move or anything like that, especially showing up with the Knight of Pentacles. Ah, see, yes, yes. Okay. Just wish he would speak. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think you intimidate him a little bit. I think you're a confident person and it just slightly intimidates him, I think. And but I think he is thinking about you. He's thought about coming forward, making a choice and moving forward and starting to create something with you and maybe, ask you for to go out or something like that. But he's just being a little hesitant as the Knight of Pentacles can be. Maybe he has some other things at home that he's taking care of. But I'd say as far as that goes, the ball is definitely in your court, so to speak. I think he views you as very strong and confident. But I think that's just past hurts and you just kind of sort of have your guard up a little bit. You kind of keep people from an arm length away a little bit just because you don't want to get hurt. So hope that resonates with you, Jay. And next we have Jasmine and then Chaylee. So Jasmine. No problem. Thank you, Jay. Happy you enjoyed the reading. How does Z view me now? And I tried to reach out tonight. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, Jasmine. Z view me now. So I see you showing up here as the Queen of the Queen of Cups, sorry. And so you're very understanding and patient and kind and in tune with your emotions. And I'm not sure what your dynamic is with Z here. But I'm having someone show up as the Emperor. And so the Emperor, is a very confident and knowledgeable person. Sometimes they can show up as a father figure or this sort of thing. Crush, okay. Yeah, so they're a little unshakable and kind of stubborn, but I feel he views you as yeah, someone who's very in tune with their emotions. The Queen of Cups uh, doesn't mess around. Queen of Cups expresses herself and lets her feelings be known, but very patient, you know. And I feel like maybe he sort of approaches things more in a logical kind of way, and it can be a little stubborn, and but strong leadership likes to be in control of the situation, likes to call the shots, and I do see something attainable here, and there's a celebration, definitely a celebration, and the yeah, yeah, I think it's attainable. Looks attainable. Let's see. I, uh, yeah, there definitely looks like a potential union there and an attainment of the situation. Uh, Maybe he's going through personal things, sort of has some personal issues. Okay, so you knocked on his door. Yeah, I do see potential there. But they might be sort of an old-fashioned sort of person and a little bit stubborn. Uh, I don't think that he sees you as weird. I think he might just be a little scared to sort of open up to you. But once he does, I do see things being attainable here, and yeah, potentially you guys could hit it off and start something very stable. There's this new idea, this passionate idea coming about. So uh, might be a bit of a hard nut to crack. Uh, Very grounded. Maybe he's a little bit focused on work. Might be sort of a bit of a workaholic or someone who's very financially stable and very much focused on finance and just sort of. I just want to speak to him again. And have you spoke with him much in the past? Or, I see changes coming about and attainment. So, yeah, it'll definitely be up to you to make the advancement. Uh, he seems sort of distracted, maybe with work and this sort of thing. He might see you as sort of emotional, and he's not accustomed to that. He's kind of more stern and kind of old fashioned that way and kind of bottles things up. And so, yeah, you guys are kind of opposites in that way. He looks very traditional and you seem very open to express your feelings. And so that might be a little uncomfortable for him. But but yeah, I feel like it's up to you to make the advancements. And yeah, I am seeing that there is some potential there, and you can sort of bring out that side of him that he kind of doesn't let others see. Valley. So I hope that well, it does resonate. You say that's awesome, Jasmine. I'm happy it resonates for you. No problem. Thank you, Jasmine. Yeah, I feel like once you kind of crack him open, he'll kind of loosen up a bit and express himself more. And yeah, seek that conversation, like you're saying. Just focus on conversation and getting to know him, and you know that sort of thing. All right. So next we had Charlie. Still here, Charlie? Actions being unstable again. Just a general reading. Sounds good. Charlie. You're welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Please subscribe too if you can, because it's I just started the channel, so we got like no subscribers. Oh, sweet. Thank you. General reading. General reading. See what spirit has for you, Charlie. Right. So it looks like we sort of feeling a bit overwhelmed at times. You can see right ahead of you goals and things that you want to attain, and they seem out of your grasp, but you can see them right there. It's almost like you can touch them, but it's you're finding yourself easily getting overwhelmed. Uh, Sometimes maybe get ahead of yourself. Uh, I see he's very patient and nurturing, very mothering, and definitely confident. Yeah, you look a bit overwhelmed. It looks like there's a lot of things around you that sort of, make you feel kind of trapped, like you can't push forward to the next thing. And but I'm seeing you uh, very patient with the situation and this sort of mothering kind of vibe. So I don't know if it's like maybe things at home. I don't know if you have children or you just sort of feel overwhelmed sometimes by your own ideas. And I see you advancing forward. You have this idea of advancing forward, maybe moving on from the situation that was maybe a bit mysterious. You sort of just kind of gave up on solving the mystery and decided, I'm perfectly comfortable moving on from this. Okay, it's just by yourself. But yeah, as you with this idea of advancing forward from a situation, kind of leaving it in the past, leaving the mystery, and just sort of moving on. And things look very stable for you. You've worked hard, and you've created a stable environment for yourself. So kind of early on in that journey, but you've provided stability for yourself. And something here is to be careful for people around you that maybe want to take credit for the things that you do. There might be a bit of jealousy and envy. Uh, someone that's maybe not willing to admit that, but they sort of see you working hard at what you do, and then see you kind of building this stable situation. And these kind of deep down, there's this sort of feeling of envy, but all along very stable and a strong work ethic I'm seeing. And definitely a lot of spiritual growth, a lot of inner growth, and sort of unveiling of spiritual knowledge, and so on that sort of journey. And there's definitely changes coming about. Um, Changes sometimes can be a little bit challenging. Some things can kind of feel a bit unknown, sort of kind of in between situations, not knowing what's going to happen next, and sort of taking a risk, kind of putting yourself out there. And, maybe this sort of black sheep feeling sometimes. I spent enough time on my own yet. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us are going through that in these last couple of years, especially. I don't know if it's just the state of the world or what have you. But yeah, that's definitely part of it is the spirit wants us to grow, and so I feel it's very important to seek that spiritual growth now more than ever. So maybe that's why it kind of happens that way. But yeah, I see you're in this sort of changing moment. Sometimes can be a challenge, maybe sort of feeling like you're the black sheep, kind of misunderstood at times. And but you know your truth, and you're very wise. You've learned a lot on your journey here so far, and so very stable, like I was saying earlier, and very intuitive, and a lot of inner wisdom. So that's going to serve you well. You know your truth, and we have this fast moving chariot here. Chariot, implies fast movement, things coming along, a situation arising. Sometimes it can be a choice. Sometimes there's a choice to be made as well for me with the chariot card. And so things start to move quickly. Then we got to make a choice quickly. I kind of feel like sometimes we're getting pulled into two opposite directions. And but very, very strong card can't stop the chariot and is moving towards this completion. And so there's this completion I see maybe is something, this idea that you're kind of hoping for, maybe, having a family, maybe finding that someone to kind of have that feeling of home, that sort of warm, kind of fuzzy family feeling. Yeah, exactly. Which path to choose? I feel definitely the chariot. Sometimes there's a decision that can be made, and it feels like it's pressing, that it's urgent. But there's definitely completion happening, and absolutely, absolutely, things coming to a completion. Uh, yeah, that's for sure. So I have 10 wands. I have 10 pentacles. I have 10 swords, and tens are completion. And sometimes people can kind of point their finger and try to blame us for things, and we sort of come to a point where it's like enough's enough, and we kind of dust it off, and we say, "Yeah, no more of that. I know what the truth is now. I know my truth, and I'm not gonna take any more crap from anybody." And so, yeah, there's definitely some kind of sense of completion that's in the cards here for you. And I see you wanting to advance forward, and things are going to move along forward. And when they start moving, it's going to move very quickly. Yeah, definitely. See you not messing around anymore. Sorry, I missed these messages here. Which path to choose? A crossroad. I want my ex back. Is he home? He's toxic though. Lots of tens this year. Well, definitely something's coming to an end, which is usually a positive thing, right? Tens are completion, but sometimes we can kind of they can kind of have that negative ring to them, where it's like, well, what now, right? But definitely your ex, I kind of see you kind of done with getting blamed for things and sort of standing for your truth is making my life a living, at this point, because I'm very stubborn. I've not been pursuing my purpose. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Well, I see you now. You've definitely attained a certain amount of wisdom and truth recently here, and it'd be really hard for you to get back with your ex. So you're coming into this Queen of Cups energy and this Justice card and these 10 swords, and so you're very in tune with yourself emotionally, maybe a bit more so than you've been in the past, and very in tune with your truth. And you have this newfound wisdom, and the 10 swords here is implying, along with the the Queen of Cups and the Justice card are all kind of giving off this vibe where enough's enough, and you know now, you know yourself a little bit better, and you're sure of yourself, you're sure of your emotions, and so I don't really see you kind of going back with your ex. I know if you try to, you'll just immediately sort of get fed up because you've kind of leveled up in truth and wisdom, and so it's going to be hard to sort of backtrack into those old kind of toxic situations. That's funny. The Queen of Hearts and Justice. Yes, yes. Yeah, so I feel you're just at a level, you have this idea of, maybe kind of having a feeling of family, this family union, maybe some children, down the road or what have you. And so going back to the ex thing, and like you said, it's most likely toxic, and you just acquired a certain amount of knowledge and wisdom and truth at this point, and you're very sure of yourself emotionally. It's going to be really hard to go back into that situation without pretty much instantly getting annoyed. And so I don't really see that being a thing. And yeah, I feel like you're right with know, the spirits kind of led you on this journey of spiritual growth. And until we fully do that, uh, we're not even ready, to get into a relationship. Sometimes we don't realize how much healing that we actually need to do until until we're ready. And then most likely after you do all these spiritual and emotional upgrades, someone more worthy will come along. And that's usually how that goes. I hope that resonated for you, Shaylee. I hope you enjoyed the reading anyway. You're welcome. Yeah, no problem. Anytime. If I'm sad, no, I'm not sad. Maybe the dark screen and my sort of mundane tone giving off that vibe. You're welcome, Shaylee. Thank you for hanging out. Drop by again anytime. Uh, God bless. Ah, my mother gifted me my first deck of cards in my early 20s, and she used to read to me, and she was kind of with the book kind of reading. She would go to a lot of readers and stuff, and that sort of thing, and so she would read and always, have the book by her and look up the cards and stuff. And she would show me a card and be like, "What do you see?" And this sort of thing. But my early 20s, she gifted me my first deck. And so I read it a few times uh, at that time. And, but I only really got into it more seriously within the last like 3, 4 years. And, yeah, that's when I started, doing readings for other people and that sort of thing. Um, the deck she gifted me is my favorite still, and that's the, original Mythic Tarot, which came out in 1986, and it's, like, discontinued now. They remade it, but the artwork is, like, way more cheesy and just not the same deck, right? But the original one I seen is going for, like, 400 bucks a deck on eBay and stuff because it's discontinued. Yeah, Mythic Tarot. Uh, but yeah, the original like from the 80s is going for like 400 bucks. It's crazy. Almost as old as you. I was born in 84 myself, but yeah, that's still my go-to. I don't know, I just have a strong connection with that deck obviously. Oh, you're born in 84 too, eh? Wow. But yeah, also I like I enjoy the Rider Waits. Uh, I have a few other decks. 84, yeah. Year of the Rat. Oh, that's cool. 1984 was a good year. What about you? What's your favorite deck? We really did, we got to witness some of the 80s and the 90s and then just watch it all fall apart after that. But yeah, man, the 90s were awesome. Nirvana, all that good stuff. White Light Oracle, yeah, I've seen that one. Actually, I was pretty drawn to that one. I haven't ordered it, but it looked really nice. Absolutely, yeah, 90s music is the best. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, totally. I was born in August 19th. Leo. Yeah. Where are you from, Chaylee? Yeah, 38 has definitely been a trip. That is for sure. Utah, right now. Yeah, I'm in Canada, British Columbia. Yeah, 38's been a trip, to say the least. It's been a wild ride. French Canadian, awesome. Yeah, no, I'm French as well, but Canadian French. So it's like it's not like Quebec or Montreal kind of French. It's uh different. Canadians were the first French settlers, so it's kind of a funky kind of French. Yeah. Do you do readings online at all or uh as a profession? Do you read maybe Purple Ocean or Facebook or just in person or just for fun. Yeah, Canadians are super chill. We just apologize for everything. But yeah, Canada's super chill. You don't yet, but you're supposed to. You've posted one video. Well, that's good. I started off well in person, of course. Like I like doing in person the best. I used to do like house calls and just show up, do a little reading for people, and that's really cool. That's fun. And then I started doing a lot of Facebook lives, but I'm also very much into Jesus and this sort of thing. Had a radical testimony where I got shot at and the gun didn't make a noise and I was left unharmed. And so I've been really into God and all that sort of thing. And so, yeah, I was doing readings on Facebook Lives a lot. I was doing really well with that, building a lot of clientele and getting a lot of donations and stuff. And but then the local church was seeing me go on, and they started giving me a hard time about it. So I kind of gave it a rest for a little bit, and but that's why I'm trying to find different avenues now, like YouTube, and I'm on that Purple Ocean app, and I'm getting into doing the phone lines, doing readings over the phone, and so yeah. But I love reading the cards, right? It's part of me, and I just love doing it. It's fun. Died when I was 19. It was a coma, ventilator for 3 days. Oh, that's awesome! Hallelujah! Wow, what a testimony, hey? Hmm. Yeah, God is very real. Yeah, religion is demons. Uh, Religion is literally the synagogue of Satan. You know, the religious establishment are the people that crucified Jesus. And, I know that, there's no demons or any kind of stuff involved with the cards. And I know Jesus is cool with me reading cards and, you know, bit of a side income with that, something that it's an art and can be very helpful at times. And yeah, I've seen lots of really crazy things happen through readings. I was raised Mormon, and I remember being five and saying that, like, what I say, let's see, right? Yeah, yeah, for real. Mormon is pretty crazy, isn't it? That's what I always get that one confused with Jehovah Witness, but I think Mormon is the one where the guy found the golden books in the woods or whatever. Okay, I feel like God, so that took me to shoot you. Yeah, I have no idea like why they shot at me. I have my testimony on one of my other YouTube channels. It's called Words Are Swords, and my testimony video is on there. And I read a lot of scripture on there and make cool videos along with it and stuff. And so, but that's a very powerful testimony as well. On a ventilator for 3 days, and but yeah, for an example, while I was doing readings, this one lady came to me with a health question, and it's like kind of frowned upon to do health questions, and I don't typically do health questions, but So she asked me for a health question. I said, "Well, I'm not gonna pull any cards about it, but, I'll go into to prayer about it and ask Holy Spirit, and if I get an answer, I'll definitely let you know if there's a message, right? And if not, well, then there isn't, but I said I'll pray about it." Amen, yeah, that's why we're here. You know, some people are bringing people to the dark side one card at a time, but yeah, we're here to do the opposite. And the new age and that whole thing is very trending right now, and so we need some we need some God believers up in the mix, you know. That's for sure. But yeah, this lady with the health question, and so her question was for her friend who was pregnant, and she was like a month or two behind her due date, and they had got an ultrasound, and there was some kind of complication, some kind of growth or something that looked odd on the ultrasound. And so her question was, she wanted to know, if the baby and the mom were going to be okay. I was like, okay, sure, I'll go into prayer about this. And I just sort of meditated on it for a minute, and I went to prayer about it, and I instantly got an answer. And the Holy Spirit was like, baby and mom are going to be fine. And there was joy on it. Like I was hit with laughter. And it was just like, it was like as if it was a ridiculous question. It was like, no, it's taken care of. Baby's going to be fine. Mom's going to be fine. And so I came back to her and I was like, I'm getting right away. It was like minutes after she asked the question. I'm like, it was an instant, baby and mom are going to be fine. And then, there was joy on it. And I told her to, if she was near her friend, just to lay hands on her and just thank Jesus that everything's going to be okay. And no word of a lie. And this was all on a Facebook wall in one of the groups that she asked the question and everything. And the very next day, like a month or so before the due date, so totally unexpected. And the very next day, she came back and she posted, she was like, "Thank you so much for the prayers." She was like, "Baby and mom, baby's born, mom's fine, baby's fine." And I was just like, whoa, God's good. So, even though we're reading cards and this sort of thing, people are seeking, right? Isn't that cool? But yeah, people are out there seeking. And so we definitely need some people out there on the scene, uh, yeah, to kind of shine the light in the darkness, and so, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna log it off. And so it was cool hanging out, and definitely pop by anytime for reading. If you see me on here, sometimes I put the video on, but I just have the crappy laptop webcam right now, so I gotta get a better webcam. And the Wi-Fi here sucks too, so the video gets jammed up, so that's why I just cover it. I think the internet handles it a little better. Amen, amen. Yeah, no problem, and thank you for dropping by. And like I said, definitely drop by again. And I'm planning on moving too, and so hopefully I have some faster internet and I can, yeah, actually have the video on more and stuff without it being crazy blurry. And so, but yeah, I just started the channel, so I plan on doing a lot more and stuff. So definitely swing by again. And God bless. Thanks for hanging out. And so, yeah, hopefully we'll see you back soon, Shaylee. Have a good night.